Rebel Moon director Zack Snyder explains how he adapted a familiar Star Wars trope in his new science fiction films. Long before his collaboration with Netflix, Snyder originally pitched his ideas for Rebel Moon as a Star Wars film, although this did not come to fruition, with Snyder and Lucasfilm's visions not aligning well with each other. Snyder instead chose to create his own science fiction universe and franchise, including R-rated director's cuts of the first two films. While speaking with The Hollywood Reporter about the recently released director's cuts on Netflix, Snyder discusses a rebel infiltration scene and how he wanted to make it different from Star Wars. From the original Star Wars to the Disney Plus animated series The Bad Batch, the franchise frequently features its characters quickly disguising themselves as the enemy in order to infiltrate their facilities. Snyder wanted to add more detail to this trope so it would work well with the universe he was creating. Check out his comments below. Despite suggestions that Rebel Moon would rival Star Wars and improve upon certain aspects of it, Snyder's films have not yet managed to come close to the quality of the long-running franchise. This is already apparent in the critical and audience reception to the first installments of the Rebel Moon franchise. Both the original releases and the director's cuts have been critically panned, although the director's cuts were received slightly better. Unlike Star Wars, Rebel Moon does not prioritize its characters or storytelling, and instead places more emphasis on the spectacle of its action. Part of the original Star Wars success was its ability to make Luke Skywalker, Leia Organa, Han Solo, and the rest of the characters worth investing in, which the franchise has continued to do well. Rebel Moon's characters are thinly developed, even in the director's cuts, as flashback montages and action sequences fail to make them compelling and fleshed out. Rebel Moon is also more interested in being a franchise than in telling satisfying individual stories, with the most intriguing part of its story being teases for the next installment. Star Wars stands the test of time because it tells a complete and rewarding story on its own while also setting up a larger franchise. Rebel Moon's improvements to familiar Star Wars tropes are not enough to elevate the films or have them come close to rivaling a galaxy far, far away.